Hello, amazing people, and welcome back once again to Miriam's Daily Wisdom Nuggets. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for passing by once again. If you're new to this channel, this is Miriam's Daily Wisdom Nuggets, where we concentrate on marriage and relationship issues. Please do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay notified each and every time I upload a new video. Please stay with me, don't go anywhere. We have something very amazing as usual to discuss here on this channel. So amazing people, today we are going to look at signs that tell that somebody is secretly depressed. Signs that someone around you, it may be your family member, it may be your wife, it may be your husband, it may be your sister or your brother, signs to show you that they are secretly depressed. Please, if you know somebody that needs this right now, please call them to sit with you and watch this video. Is going to help somebody out. Okay, the number one sign to show that somebody is depressed or is secretly depressed and trying to hide it is that they wear a happy forced smile. They always wear a forced happy smile. You find that wherever they are, they try to put up a smile. When you talk to them, they try to smile. They try to force to make themselves happy. They try their best to smile. Whenever you say something, they don't wish to laugh. They don't want to smile. They are not happy. But you find out that they are forcing themselves to be happy. When you have such friends around you, when you have such family members around you, please, they are secretly depressed. When someone is no more happy about life, when somebody is no more interested in what is happening around them, even when a joke, a serious joke is cracked, you find out that themselves to put a smile on that beautiful face of theirs. If you've realized that suddenly, recently, they are no more the person you used to know, that smile has disappeared. That happy person you knew is hardly happy. Please check it. They are secretly depressed and they don't want you to know. They don't want to bother you. When they force themselves to be happy, when they force themselves to smile, when they force themselves to try to please you by just smiling, not to make you feel angry, please, they are secretly depressed. Do not add more pain to their pain by making them feel more depressed. Try to understand that depression can make somebody to disappear, to the original person that you used to know will just disappear. You realize that they are no more who you used to know them as. Please, when you notice all this, that person is secretly depressed. Another way you will find out that somebody is secretly depressed is that they are overly emotional. Their emotion is top notch, is over the roof. You don't even say something that will make them cry. You find out that they break down and they start crying. You don't even do something to hurt them. You find out that they are crying. You find out that they are always moody. Their emotion is all over the place. They sometimes find themselves laughing unnecessarily. Nothing is making them. It's not as if you cracked a joke. Nothing is funny. There is no comedy playing on the TV. But they are just laughing to themselves. That person is secretly depressed. When you also realize that sometimes they begin to cry, sometimes they are happy, sometimes they are sad, sometimes they won't, you are talking to them, they are not even there. They are not listening. Please, that person is secretly depressed and they do not want you to know. You realize that suddenly you didn't do anything to them. They may be your partner, they may be your child. Children can also be depressed. They may be your best friend, they may be your sister, they may be your brother. You realize that suddenly they are just flaring up in anger. Every little thing gets them angry. They are no more their usual self. Please, that person is depressed secretly. They don't want you to find out, but please, these are signs of depression. Sudden change in mood, being overly emotional. Suddenly they are angry. The next minute you want them to Maybe you even offend them. Instead of them to be angry, they begin to smile. They begin to laugh. Okay, you didn't do anything to them at all. They just break down and begin to cry. These are signs of depression. And if you are their loved one, please do not take it lightly. If there is something you can do to help them out, please do. Don't take it lightly. Don't think, okay, this my child is troublesome. This my wife is just, her emotion is all over the place. She may be depressed. If it's your husband, don't say, oh, this man, I'm just tired of him. He may be depressed. If that person is your best friend, please do something about it. Talk about it with them. Help them out in the best way possible. Don't shun them. It's not the time for you to shun them and walk away from them. They need all the love they can get at this moment. Please, 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 do not walk away from them. They need you more right now, okay? Number 3, they are always complaining about unexplained aches and pains here and there. If a person is depressed, one of the symptoms that follows it is that they are always aching. Their body is always aching. They are not sick, but they are having a headache. Their neck is paining them. Their shoulders are aching. Their waist is aching. Their legs are aching. Every time they are complaining about unexplained aches and pains here and there. That is a sign that somebody is really, really depressed. Because when you're depressed, it weighs you down. It weighs the body down. It causes you to begin to have pains in your joints and in your body. It causes you to have pains all over you. So when you realize that your wife is always complaining of pains here and there, or you realize that your child or your husband or your friend or the person you're dating in a relationship is always complaining of little pains here and there, they may be sliding into depression if they are not already depressed. If they are not already depressed, they may be sliding gradually into depression. And this is time for you to really sit down with them and talk to them what is really going on with them. Amazing family. Another sign that somebody is secretly depressed is that their eating pattern, their sleeping pattern, and their drinking pattern changes drastically. You find out that someone that doesn't drink too much suddenly begins to drink. They drink themselves to stupor. You find out that somebody's sleeping pattern changes. There may be your family member, your wife. You realize that suddenly they don't sleep in the afternoon. But recently you find out that every afternoon they sleep at odd hours. Let me use that word. They sleep at odd hours. They drink. They never used to drink before, but suddenly you find out that they are drinking. Please, they are depressed. They are secretly depressed. You find out that they've lost appetite. They do not eat again. The things that excite them when it comes to food, the food that used to drive them crazy, that food that when you cook it in the house, that food, that snack, that sweet, that when you bring it before them, they will rush it and finish it for you and ask for more. When you suddenly bring it to them, they reject it. They have no interest. Please watch that person carefully. The person is depressed. Do not overlook certain things you notice in your loved ones, your family members, your wife, your husband. Do not overlook all these signs. That person may be heavily depressed and may be hiding it from you. Let me repeat it again. When somebody's sleeping, eating, and drinking pattern suddenly changes for the worse, please realize that something is wrong somewhere. They are depressed and they are trying to hide it away from you. Okay? Help them in the best possible way. Okay, sometimes a little chat with them can help out. Okay, sometimes calling them and showing them love can help out. Depression kills. Okay, so please don't neglect these signs. So amazing family, the last sign that somebody is secretly depressed is that they lack concentration. They are no longer able to concentrate on anything. If they are students, you find out that they lack concentration. If they are your spouse, you find out that you're talking to them and everything you're saying, they didn't even record nothing. They didn't hear anything you're saying. Depression is a major reason why people lack concentration in everything. When you suddenly realize that your family member, your loved one, your wife, your husband is no longer concentrating on anything, on their work, on their studies, on their business, on everything, in everything they are doing. When they are in the kitchen, the food is on fire and is burning, and they are not even smelling that something is burning. They are in the bathroom, they just on the shower and just go under the shower, and the shower is flowing on them and they are not coming out. You realize that they are in the kitchen, they are boiling water and the water is just boiling. They are there, they are lost. That is a sign of depression. They lack concentration. If they are your child, you realize that maybe they were a good student before, but suddenly all they get is F. They keep failing every subject. Draw that child closer. That child may be depressed. Depression is a top reason why people lose and lack interest and concentration in everything they used to love and cherish before. So if you have a family member, a child, a wife, a husband that you've noticed these traits on, please, it's time for you to seek for help for them. Depression is real. People have killed themselves because of depression. People have committed suicide because of depression. People have done a lot of crazy things because they are depressed. Amazing people. When you start noticing all these things, when you notice all these signs in your loved one, in your child, in your family member, in your spouse, it's not a time for you to distance yourself from them. It's not the best time to walk away from them. It's not the best time to shun them. It's not the best time to leave them to themselves. It's a time for you to draw them closer. Give them some love. If you know a therapist, if you know a doctor that deals with depression, it's time for you to take them for checkup. It's time for you to take them for therapy, for them to be treated, because depression has taken lots of lives. Many people are depressed. Please, if you also fall under this category, there is time for you to seek for help. Please seek for help so that you do not do anything stupid like committing suicide, like killing yourself or committing suicide. Talk to somebody. There is somebody that wants to hear you out. Talk to somebody so that you can be able to come out of that depression, okay? Amazing family, thank you once again for watching till this time. If you watched till this time and you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified each and every time I upload a new video. So thank you very, very much for staying with me till this time. Till we meet again is bye.